Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play action. They'll throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
That was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, the defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down. And they'll run it here. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Wait. 3 down. Go ahead. 11. 10.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2.
4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down of the yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Check 26. Here we go. 180. Check. Let's go. 12, fellas. Here we go. 12.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fellas, here we go. 13. Black 80. 180. Black. Say hot.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty.
12. Go ahead. 12. 11. 12.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He goes full extension, and he's got it. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. 3rd down here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Get set!
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And Adams has it. Complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 54 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Stay hot!
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more after this. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a handoff working right. Fights loose. Still going. Still on his feet. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Well, that's just running the ball 101, because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he'd hit the sideline. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure it's something.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. Yeah. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Go ahead. 12, 11, 11, 11.
Garoppolo now. 1st down throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
11, 11.
Garoppolo now. Going up top. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Oh, nice move at midfield. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 40. Niners offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
1, Omaha. 6. Check 43. 21.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Go ahead. 13.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 3rd and 5.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gone!
He'll drop to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now the extra point try forthcoming. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
12.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back now here in Santa Clara. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
12. Flag.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Meredith right side. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. field. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Back to Philly. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Watch it now, Barney.
A give. This is Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They're going to look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hey, we got 4 now.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Saints can take the lead if they can hit the extra point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Go. 11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 45 yards on the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Carson. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike's 50.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
65.
Back to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right down Broadway. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Over the middle, that's caught by Merriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Huge first down, got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
They'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and that'll bring up second down. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on second and 5.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And this one is right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Saints, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.